Hey, good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? This your boy Rob Thomas Jr. and this is the real news behind the news. Sit down, girl. Sit. Good girl. Oh yeah. Today is January 7th, 2020, and we got a little breaking news for y'all. Now, just about 30 minutes ago, we heard a report. I was looking at the local news, national news here, and they made a statement that you have had 12 rockets. Well, a number of rockets has been reported to hit an Air Force base, the United States Air Force Base in Iraq, the largest Air Force base in Iraq. They're saying that the Iranian government is claiming responsibility for this attack in response to the United States assassinating one of their top general, really the second man in charge of that country. So, you know us, we do our due diligence. We already, started a research process to see, first of all, was it true? But then we found 3-4 very credible sources. When I say credible sources, that's multiple sources of mainstream media here in America and abroad. So as of right now, we are hearing that there has been an attack on I think it's called al-Assad Air Force Base. It's the United States Air Force Base, the largest one. I think that's the one that Donald Trump say, if y'all want us to get out your country, then y'all gotta pay us back for that Air Force Base. And Iraq was like, you must be out your goddamn mind. Get out. But yeah. Now what I want y'all to do, again, what I'm about to tell y'all now is speculation, because they're saying that Iran has come out publicly making a statement that they're responsible for it, and which, so you can rest assured it's gonna come out, it's gonna be beamed all across the world for us to see. But until then, I'm skeptical. I always ask questions. What if it was really Israel trying to stoke the fire of war? You know what I'm saying? By committing a false flag, which they are very good at, creating a false flag, which draws the response of the United States. You know, which United States, they be colluding with them. Because what's the odds that Mike Pompeo, Trump and them basically say, look, we need somebody to fire some rockets over here on this Air Force base. You don't have to hit nobody, just do it. And then that'll give us the excuse. We need to really just go and stomp them. This is how Israel and the United States roll. This is how they rock. This is what Israel do every day, all the time with the Palestinians. What they do in the Palestinians, they'll say, somebody shot a bottle rocket from the Gaza Strip and it landed in this big old empty field and nobody got hurt. Then they'll turn around and use that as a precursor to go and start dumping, I'm talking about major bombs on them folks. That's Israel motive. I mean, they always line us into war. So I'm just saying, what if it's Israel or Saudi Arabia who actually attacked the base in order to get a further response from Donald Trump? You always have to ask these questions, especially when you know how our media lies to us. I mean, they done lied us into every war that we've been into for the last 20 years, y'all. And what makes you think that they're not lying again? Notice, they can't give you no real answers. When you say, well, who is it exactly that Soleimani killed? Well, we just know he killed over 1,000 people, 4,000 people, 1,000 of them American servicemen. Okay, tell us when and where. We can't really get off into the details because we're still gathering intelligence. But wait a minute, you had all this intelligence enough to go over there and assassinate the man. Then here they come saying, well, because really what happened, let me give y'all the basic gist of what happened. And I think Saudi Arabia set it up. What happened was Soleimani, the Iranian government had got a message from Saudi Arabia. Hey, y'all, we want to talk peace, man. This stuff getting crazy. So Saudi Arabia sent the message through Iraq, Iraqi delegates, diplomats. They called Soleimani, and Soleimani was going to be the one to talk this deal out with the Saudis in Iraq. Soon as he gets to Iraq at the airport, he winds up dead. He winds up assassinated, murdered. So first and foremost, now they telling us, we have credible evidence that he was going to plan an attack in the future. What the fuck? That's like some Tom Cruise Minority Report, thought crime. We think he going to commit a crime in 2 weeks from now, so we going to go and assassinate him. Is that the kind of principle, we want to set? Where if we think somebody wrong, pay attention, because they actually passing laws like that here inside America, where if they think you might commit a crime, they going to have the right to detain you. But in this case, they say, we think he finna kill somebody. He got terrible, horrible plots. What are these terrible, horrible plots? And what could be more terrible than what our government is doing to these folks over there? Do you realize terrorism is just a catchphrase. It's like a boogeyman. Whatever they say terrorism under the War Power Act, that gives the president to unilaterally bypass Congress and go attack anybody he wants. All he got to do is just say, we have a credible threat, or ISIS was here. You see what I'm saying? So again, I'm not buying it until I actually hear from the Iraqis' head officials that, yeah, we shot those rockets. Because again, we know how Israel play games. They like to bomb and hide their hands, and then they start the mess. Israel's like the instigator. I'm not saying that's what happened, but pay attention. So once again, give me another 24 hours. Unless I hear something more concrete, I'll come back. But hey, again, thank y'all for y'all support. We get 6 more subscribers, y'all. Next time I be doing these videos, it'll be live, and you all can come in and comment. So hit that like button, man. Hit the share button. But most importantly, hit that subscribe button if you ain't subscribed. And tell us about tell your friends about our page, man. Because again, we don't try to entertain you all. Although we can tell these informative stories and give you this information in an entertaining way, we're trying to be more professional, but we're going to have fun here. But at the same time, we're going to always ask questions, and we're going to always put the questions in your mind. Put it like this: you might never believe what we say word for word, but I guarantee you, after listening to us, you'll never think the same again about what you're being taught and where you're being lied to. Once again, subscribe, man. 6 more subscribers, we going live. Y'all be blessed.